I met Nipsey like early, like maybe Bullets Ain't Got No Name 1 or 2. And I just was a fan of the music, and he came to I reached out to him probably back in Twitter. I was at radio, direct messaged him, and I'm like, yo, come do the morning show, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, cool, say no more, gave him a time. And it's funny because like, you could laugh about it now, but like he missed the interview. Like he never came. I think Nip was like one of those dudes to say like, I don't think he would tell nobody no. I think he had his best intentions to always like help the person who, called on him. But I think like he probably had so much stuff going on that he probably just lost track of time. But we still linked up because he had a show in Oakland that night. And it was crazy because it was probably only like 100 people and the room fit like 800. Probably like 80% was like Eritreans. And that's when I found out that he was Eritrean. I didn't even know. I'm like, yo, it's a lot of, Eritreans. And he was like, that's where I'm from. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. So we just always like bonded. Whenever he came to the Bay, he would call me. And I don't know, like tapping in, just like, yo, homie, I'm in the city. And we had plans to do, I linked him up with another rapper from the Bay who not here with us no more, the Jacka. And they were supposed to do a mixtape together. And those two recorded like crazy, but they never like, time-wise, never was able to link up. But like one of Jacka's last, appearances and video footage is Nipsey bringing him out at a show in Oakland. And it's like, I'm on stage, Jack, a few other people, but it was just like a crazy full circle moment to see like Nipsey, became in a position to where he having like sold out shows in Oakland and he bring Jacka out and the crowd go crazy. And it's just like, it's just a big circle of how we all came back together. But, Nipsey was the homie. Like, when I first took the position at Motown, like, I tapped in with him because he big on ownership and stuff. So I got like a few advice from him. I think like my 3rd or 4th week there, he was like in my office. So we got to chop it up then. And, he just always was, random, always hit you like, yo, come to the club. So probably like 80% of the time he came to the Bay and had a show, I was there just chilling. It wasn't no like, let's do a record or I got some business for you. It was just like hanging out with the homie. And he made sure when we was in LA, it was the same respect. Like I would hit him up, I'll pull up to his studio, he'll tell me about what he was doing. He had his own studio, but like I remember like the studio before, like he was building it and the landlord did some weird stuff and like, like he hustled for everything he got. And, it was dope to link him and Gotti up, just to share my resources with him, with Gotti. And they had their own boss conversations and talks. And, it's crazy. Like, we definitely gonna be missing Nip on the West Coast. And he was like, I don't know, he was just like he had like a aura to him. I think that's the word, to where like when you seen him, you felt like this is supposed to be somebody. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't picture Nip being like working at, the power company or something. Like it just felt like you supposed to be somebody just in his presence, like the way he carried himself. And, we definitely gonna miss him. You know what I mean? I cherish the conversations we was able to have. We definitely gonna represent, for Nip for the rest of our lives. One thing I learned from him was like just to ask questions. Like I learned from Nip, like ask questions. Like me and him could have a conversation about labels or artists, and like he never was afraid to just be like, so like, why would you do that? Or what do they do? And what numbers are they talking? Like, so it kind of like let me know like it's okay to ask these questions to like get a better understanding. So I think I could take the most from it was just like getting all the knowledge you can before you make a decision. Because I feel like that's what he did.